In the Yoga Sutras, Sri Patanjali says the following: "From a special process of devotion and letting go into the creative source from which we emerged, Ishvara Pranidhana, the coming of samadhi is imminent." That creative source, Ishvara, is a particular consciousness, Purusha, that is unaffected by colorings, kleshas, actions, karmas, or results of those actions that happen when latent impressions stir and cause those actions. In that pure consciousness, Ishvara, the seed of omniscience, has reached its highest development and cannot be exceeded. From that consciousness, Ishvara, the ancient most teachers were taught, since it is not limited by the constraint of time. The sacred word designating this creative source is the sound Om, called pranava. This sound creates deep feeling for the meaning of what it represents. From that remembering comes the realization of the individual self and the removal of obstacles. The Yoga Sutras were written by Sri Patanjali about 2,000 years ago and is a foundational text of yoga or Raja Yoga. There are few details of the life of Sri Patanjali, but most scholars place his birth sometime around the 2nd century BC to the 2nd century AD. He may have been one person or several with the same name. Sri Patanjali is known as the father of yoga. Although yoga had been around for many years before his teachings, the Yoga Sutras were the first step-by-step manual for the practice of yoga. In Sri Patanjali's time, many teachings were handed down orally rather than written. This is probably one of the reasons that each sutra is short and fairly easy to remember. No one knows for sure who was the first person to put the sutras in written form. The main purpose of yoga is to learn to control our mind and not be controlled by our thoughts. Through yoga, we learn to dissociate from our thoughts.